We have got a very, very, very wavy special guest inside the building right now. Now, I know that this special guest she ain't really on the interview side of things, you know. But Super Producer Rhi has been schooling me every single time. And once we found out, like, today was her birthday, I was like, all right, special guest, who do you want? Straight away, she said this person. I was like, all right, cool. Consider it done. It's like, consider it done. Like, if you want it, we're going to make it happen still regardless. She has made it happen. We have got the lovely, the super talented, the wavy Ling Hussle in the building.
That was a nice intro.
Well, go on. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all Gucci, man. But, you know, it's not about me right now. I feel like this is just like a two-way interview between you two.
No, yeah, it's not. I'm not the presenter. I'm not the presenter.
Ling, how is everything?
Everything's blessed. I'm always good.
Came into the studio, firstly bearing gifts. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
As always, we always appreciate it. How is life treating you?
I can't complain, you know me. I'm alive, that's it.
Staying busy.
Yeah.
You've been very, very busy with the releases as well. We had a recent premiere as well. Firstly, what did Super Producer Rhi do in order to get that premiere from you?
She fucks with me, and I fuck with people that fuck with me. Do you know what I mean? Oh, my bad.
Listen.
I mess with people.
Yeah,
I mess with people
exactly.
that mess with me.
It's
so,
all right. It's all good.
so you didn't tell me that. But
My bad.
yeah.
This is why I wanted Ling. It's gonna be unfiltered. I wanted it.
She shows me love, so I show love back. That's just how it
Definitely
is.
respect that.
Yeah.
That side, how's the feedback been so far?
Love it.
Yeah.
Everyone's loving it. They forced me to put that song out.
Seriously?
Yeah, because I put the preview on my Instagram. I need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
So then everyone was just like, drop it. Then no one stopped telling me to drop it. Like every day I had DMs like, drop it. I was like, just let me give it to them.
I definitely respect that. That's one thing as well I'd always say with you. It seems like as if you've got such a cult following that are just super on your neck whenever you drop something. Anything you have, even if it's just a tweet, they're just like, yeah, put that as a lyric. Like, we need that in the song or something. I mean, how have you been able to grow that? And is that something you've been aware of as well?
Yeah, I have been aware of it. Yeah, since I dropped my first project, I don't know what it is, but like people gravitated towards me, and my fan base just grew, and I feed them, and they feed me, and that's it.
You brought a different sound to the UK still,
or just R&B in
We can
general.
talk.
Yes, sir.
We can talk about that. What differs you from the other R&B artists that may be out there?
I don't know about them, but I just feel like no, because it's not about other people, innit?
Yeah.
Like when I first started, I weren't really listening to anyone anyway, so it's no one really influenced what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? Like apart from like rappers and stuff, I think that's why my sound is the way it is, because I mix like rap with singing and like put it together. But there's other UK R&B artists that are hard. Do you know what I mean? But I would say that there's no one that's like me.
We're gonna focus on those people another day. It's about you right now. Exactly. We're gonna shed the limelight on you.
Of course.
What made you go with that type of sound? Because I mean, it is very heavily on the fence of where the singing and then also with the rapping side of things as well. Did you go in there already knowing that, listen, I don't want a feature from anyone else. I can just do this myself and just rap?
No, not really, you know. It was just natural. I'm not, like, I do like features, but do you know what it is? Like, I love my songs so much. Sometimes I feel like some people can't do it justice, so I won't even bother. But if I feel like you can, then I will.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like working with people.
100%. What was like the beginning journey? When did Ling start?
I've been doing music for years, since I was in school. I used to drop songs on SoundCloud and that, and then I deleted them, and I decided that I needed to like proper focus and like, find my sound. So I found my sound, and I dropped 22 in 2018, and then from there I've been going.
Sick.
What was that process for you when you were trying to find what your sound would be?
I was literally at home writing every day. I wouldn't even go to the studio and record because I just knew that there was no point. Like I needed to find what my thing was and just keep doing it until I like got it. Do you know what I mean? And then I'll go studio and record. But I didn't go studio for like a year. I was just writing for like a year.
What makes you focus more on like, what's the influence behind you focusing on your pen game? Because I would say the pen game is the most important thing with you per se. Like, besides from having such a wavy voice, such a beautiful voice, but it's mainly like the lyricism behind it. I would say you take that to heart as much as like a rapper would with their lyricism or things like that. Yeah, what's been the inspiration behind that?
Because I've been inspired by music that teaches me things. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to be that artist that's never talking about nothing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I try to make sure that I'm talking about things that people can relate to, because that's the type of music I like to listen to.
100%.
Yeah.
Spirit Soul. Is that the second or third project that you've done? Third project.
Mm-hmm.
What does Spirit Soul mean? Because even as she just came in, the first thing I said was like, what does that title say on there? And then
That's what Ling means in Chinese. That's where I got the name from.
Okay. All right, I respect that. Speak to us about that. I mean, that project within itself as well, because it seemed like as if you was getting into a more deeper bag, and it's more like a retrospective on yourself and like things from your perspective and like, life from your view.
I feel like every tape that I do from here on out is going to be like a little bit more transparent than the last one. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm starting to like be comfortable with talking about things that I wouldn't mind people knowing. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's what Spirit Soul is about.
What's been the main thing that you've been scared of letting people know about?
My business, period. Like, I don't put my business out there.
Yeah.
So, but if you're gonna know anything about me, it will be from listening to my stuff.
Do you feel pressured in the sense of where you feel like you have to open up about certain things you may not even feel comfortable talking about?
I don't feel pressured, but I feel like you got to be a true artist. You got to be true to yourself. So if you're not talking about things that are true, then what are you doing? Do you know what I mean?
Definitely do agree with that. Let's speak about that side. That's the main thing I want to talk to you about. Is this like the build up towards the new project, or are we just giving them singles out right now?
See, I wasn't meant to drop that song, so but yeah, I've always got projects. I'm always working on projects. I prefer to drop projects than drop singles. Like I like full bodies of work, so my next drop will be a full project.
Okay.
Oh, so we're not getting any more singles then?
No.
Said it straight away. We've had enough, bruv. I've given you not enough music. Speak to us about the day. Like, what was the inspiration behind you penning this, recording this? That side, yeah.
I literally heard the beat and the song was out within like 15 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't seriously? It wasn't mad strategic. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you a fast writer?
Yeah. If the beat clicks, I can write fast.
All right, we got some beats right now, so you're gonna drop bars now. I'm joking. Do give us a message before we do press play on that side. What do you want the listeners to take from this?
This is the hardest song you're gonna hear in a very long time. Make sure you take it in.
That's a Fendi fact. If you are locked in right now, Ling Hussle right here on Rinse FM.
Yes, sir.
We are running the sounds of that side right here. Keep it rinse.
You thought the grass was greener on that side, so you slid over that side, and now you tryna backslide. But I never been that nice. You switched on the gang too fast. I guess it weren't lit where you at. You fucked up, now you tryna come back. But it's up and it's stuck, now you mad. I'm still the same.
The main thing I wanted to talk to you about was the influence in your music. One person that I know for a fact you always salute, always show love to, and has been like a big influence on you, it's actually Nipsey Hussle. Speak to us about that. Like, why specifically him?
Literally what I said before. He makes music that makes you wanna think about stuff. Do you know what I mean? I feel like when I started music, there wasn't really anyone that inspired me in that way, like to make me look at the bigger picture of things. And his music makes you look at that. So that's what made me write like that as well.
100%. What would you say is like one of your big, like your most favourite Nipsey tunes?
Maybe 4 in the Morning or Crenshaw and Slauson. I think Crenshaw and Slauson's a proper like...
You know the vibe.
Yeah, that one there, serious.
Definitely respect it.
Yeah.
There's this one question we've been asking everyone that comes into the studio, yeah? Whenever they come in, we always ask, like, how is a Ling Hussle studio session?
You know what? I don't like people coming to the studio with me.
Really?
So that's one thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, even it took me a long time to bring my boyfriend to the studio.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really like other energies around me. Just me and my engineer. That's it.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I like to work.
Have you like brought people in the past and it just hasn't worked well? They've been a distraction or something?
Yeah, I just feel like when I go studio, I know what I'm going there to do, and I hear it in my head before it even comes out. So I just don't want no one around me that's gonna like fuck it up.
Is there any way you like the setting or the mood in studio? For some people, it's like dim lighting,
dim
different
lights, candles, incense, all of that.
Really?
I think if her and Gets linked up, they'd have a whale of a time.
Yeah,
we're gonna do soon as well.
Yeah, because he was the what's that stick called again?
Incense.
The stick.
No, not the incense stick.
Oh, the sage.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. You know what? For days I've been thinking about it.
It's not a stick.
It's not a stick.
Definitely not.
You knew what I was talking about.
I
You knew exactly.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, so his one is the sage. Suspect said substances that may make him a bit wavy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kia Key said food.
Is it?
Right.
Do you know what's good though? To take a shot of alcohol before you sing, for singers anyway.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It just makes it just clears your throat.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Any preferred one?
Probably Henny.
Oh, this is.
That's strong. Really?
No, you're a G.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, I thought he was gonna say something weird like tequila or something like that. No, it's got to be the Henny straight away. So, all right, dim lighting, just you and the engineer. No distractions. What if the engineer ends up bringing some people along
He
with
wouldn't
him?
do that to me.
Yeah, no,
he don't do that.
wouldn't. It's Lavelle London.
Yeah,
wouldn't
he
do that.
knows.
Okay,
He knows.
shout out Lavelle
He
every
knows our
single
team.
time. Yeah. Okay. All right then, cool. Cause we've heard some weird ones. We've heard ones where last week was the Mandem are in the booth as well.
Yeah, that's weird.
Sitting, just sitting there in the booth.
That's
some of
it's
them
sweaty
maybe-
in the booth and hot, you know.
Yeah, I can't
weird.
lie,
Yeah, that's weird.
And they've got like 55,000 members that are part of the man as well. Yeah. Shout out to them, man. Obviously, throughout COVID, it's been strange and a weird time for artists. How's it been like for you?
It's been alright, no.
I'm not struggling you, man.
I'm good. Been writing, been going to studios, so that's all I do anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's only the travel and stuff, but other than that, I'm Gucci.
What about the show side of things? Because I remember the last show you done, Rhi spoke heavily.
Is it?
So highly about it as well.
Yeah, man. That
Said
was
it
probably
was
the best day of my
jam-packed.
life.
Talk to us
Yeah.
about it, man.
I don't know, man. I put on the show. I didn't. Well, I knew that it would be sick, but it was fire. I've definitely, and obviously since then, my fan grace has grown so much more. So like, I want to put my next show on this year,
Yeah.
obviously. But the next one anyway is gonna be fire.
Well, there are loopholes around it.
What?
Shout out to the group of 6 and doing tables as well.
Okay.
You know, if you do throw a show on that is like that, you know, you can bring the 10% of you know the vibes.
I'm alright, you know.
Exactly, you know the vibes.
I'm good.
But yeah, when was you planning to actually do it?
I don't know, you know. Like I just probably after I dropped Spirit Soul, so like we can vibe to that tape. Do you know what I mean? No one ain't heard that tape live, so.
How was
Yeah.
you planning to make it different from the last one?
What the
show?
The show?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I think it's more about the songs. I feel like if we're vibing to songs that we haven't vibed to before, it's going to be different, innit? Yeah.
One
Live
level-
band always, so that makes it fire. Different people, different guests.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
When I went to your concert last year, I didn't expect to see so many Mandem
Yeah.
and actually vibing. Did you
Yeah.
know
I
that,
think she did
Yeah.
say,
that they messed with you like that?
No. And I'm happy that they do because that makes me know that I make the type of music that I've been wanting to make. Do you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's
so
a fact.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, I
when
get a lot
when
of-
I went, I just saw bare man like dancing, singing to every lyrics like it was jokes.
That's a fact.
Sick.
But it was impressive.
sick.
I know
sick.
one tune that we've been banging over here was Fake Love as well. Yeah, proper rating that
Yeah,
tune still.
like that.
Talk to us about that one.
That tune there, boy. I've had that in the stash for a little minute, you know, but I think it's just one of them tunes that everyone can relate to. Do you know what I mean?
facts. Yeah,
Everyone's been
yeah,
snaked
yeah.
by someone at some point. Like everyone can relate. So it's just one of them songs that everyone needs to hear.
100%. Before we do press play on that, I would ask you this one thing. What would you say throughout your journey within music? What would you say is like the main pivotal lesson you've learned?
Patience.
In what way?
I just feel like I'm patient now. Before I was like, I used to get mad when things didn't happen like in the time frame that I wanted it to. But now I'm just like, I understand my journey and I'm not really so like pressed about things. I'm just like, I'm just floating.
Yeah, that 100%. Again, as we did do earlier on, talk to us about the day that Fake Love, where you went to the studio and you recorded this one as well.
I wrote Fake Love at home.
Okay.
I wrote Fake Love at home, so then I went to the studio to record it, that instead of writing it there at the studio. So I was amped. Like I don't know what happened to me. Like I feel like someone must have pissed me off because I was amped. So yeah, when it came out, it sounded fire.
I saw it straight away. As soon as it came out, like Rhi was like, "Yeah, we're playing this." I was
Is
like,
it?
"Alright, cool."
She got me, man.
I didn't even heard the tune. As soon as we were playing it, was just probably like, "Yeah, we're running this again next
That's
week.
it.
Run it again another
And
week.
yeah,
Run it
and
again
the
another
next
week." Yeah,
week.
exactly that. If you guys are locked in right now, you are listening to the lovely wavy sounds of Ling Hussle. As well as that, we are celebrating Super Producer Rhi's birthday.
Yes, sir.
There's a caterpillar cake, I guess, if there's any, if you not mess with chocolate
is it?
cake. Yeah.
Let me get a slice.
Yeah, we might have to do that still.
We just say that was food and she's on it.
Yeah. Facts. But she came in with gifts. But guys, do keep it Rinse FM. Ling Hussle is in the building, but right now it's Fake Love right here on Rinse.
I can't pretend ones in my section, believe it. Always give me love when I need it. 06, been down since 06. Who them niggas, cause we don't know them. My niggas iced out and they wrist frozen. They told me go hard, fuck it, I'ma go in.
If you are locked in right now, the sounds of Ling Hussle, that one, Fake Love. We have been banging that quite a lot on the show, you know.
Yes, sir.
Big up Ling every single time.
Every time.
Right, we need to talk about collaboration-wise with you. Let's just get straight to the point. Who's going to be next that you end up working with? Because I feel like
can't say that.
I feel like as if you are super selective with the people that you would work with, because it's like it needs to work, it needs to match.
Yeah,
if that
of
makes
course.
sense. Who would be like a dream collab or collaborations for you?
The list is long. It's a lot of people, you know.
We got time.
You got time,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We talking here, we talking overseas.
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
I'm not gonna limit you to this over
See,
here.
I'm more of like a rapper fan, so I'm like I want to work with better rappers.
Okay.
Like Lil Durk,
Oof,
Roddy Rich,
that could even work still.
yeah, Meek, Drake,
Mhm.
Chris Brown,
Mhm.
Ty Dolla $ign.
That could definitely work.
She
still.
doesn't care about the people over here.
Yeah, because she's gonna leave us soon and get to the big bag.
Not here. I need to work with Gets and Wretch. For sure.
Listen, she said about God,
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
alright.
yeah,
I'm happy. I'm
Yeah,
happy with that
yeah.
still.
Why Wretch?
Oh, I love Wretch, you know.
I feel like that could definitely work.
No, it would. I just feel, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's random, but I wouldn't have
so?
expected
Nah,
you to.
bang Wretch, that's why.
Okay,
I'm a
fair
fan
enough.
still, low key, high key.
Yeah, high key.
Let's also talk about the WizKid collaboration, man.
People like Wizkid FC, they don't get off my back on Twitter.
I've been,
you know? I can't tweet nothing in peace no more.
Hey, shout out to my aunties and uncles that have been tweeting you still. Auntie Ling, you know. What? Boy, yo.
Oh my day.
Have they bought you a gele yet?
No, they haven't.
Hey, WizKid FC are gonna be on
They're
you no
on
matter
me.
what. Have they been sending you like their own videos of them singing and rapping as well?
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Yeah. They asked me for money in that as well.
Yes. Shout out my aunties and uncles. You're done though. We're gonna get to the bag. We're gonna get to the bag. How did that come about though?
Literally, he just messaged me and was just like, yo, superstar, we need to get in the booth. And then who was in the booth?
Do you know how he heard of you?
I don't, you know. I didn't even ask.
Hey, see,
Probably my next question.
Yeah. Hey, WizKid FC, if you are listening right now, yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, exactly. It's all right. Aunties and uncles, leave her alone still. She gets the point still. You can't buy her gele. Let's
You
leave her alone.
can't.
You can't try and bribe her with soya.
Literally.
She's not going to pay. She's not paying fees for you. Lot. Leave her alone.
Leave me alone, please. I'm begging.
But in all seriousness, though, I did want to ask you. I feel like as if UK-wise, you are loved and respected here. But I always sense like as if it's only a matter of time before you leave us and you go to America. Has that been in talks, or are you contemplating doing that? Or
Listen, I just say, yeah, just go where you're appreciated, innit? That's it. And go where you're appreciated.
Yeah.
So wherever they appreciate you the most, that's where you should be.
She doesn't feel appreciated here. That's why
Really?
she's saying it.
would you say you don't?
I wouldn't fully say that, nah, because fair people show me love, so I
Facts.
don't want to take that away. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
the bigger picture of things,
It's
I just know that I'm not meant to be here forever. Do you know what I mean?
Is it because of the dead weather here as well?
It's everything, innit? Everything's a bit dead, innit?
What part of America would you go to? Like, what's the?
I ain't telling you like that. I'm just gonna pop up. Don't worry about me.
Because WizKid FC are gonna find you there. Yeah, we're gonna get you there. No, but I definitely understand exactly where you are coming from with that. Was this something that you'd been thinking of quite a while back, or is it of recent?
This has got nothing to do with like how anyone's taken me in. This has been my thought process
Yeah.
before I even hopped in the game. So it's not even like, oh, we're not showing Ling the love that she deserves, so she's leaving. I was gonna leave regardless. Do you know what I mean?
I definitely do hear you on
Yeah.
that. I want to speak on a side note of the fashion side of things and the artistic side of things. Firstly, the influence of the use of the butterfly. Speak to us about that.
Like when I dropped 22, it was like my first ever project. I didn't even want to put it out because I was just so like, I don't know if I liked it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how I felt about myself. So I put it out, and then when I started working on Hustle and Dreams, I just felt the growth. So obviously the butterfly symbolizes growth for me. So that's why I just use it all the time.
100%. And then the fashion aspect of things as well, because I can't lie, without even trying, like effortlessly, it's there.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I don't know. I dress comfy, but it's Gio mainly. He got me into all the swaggies. I've always been fly, but he got me on point.
Talk your ish, man.
Yeah, man. He does his thing.
The clothing line as well.
Extremes. I'm gonna plug him. Follow him on Instagram, Giovanni Extremes. That's where I get all my drip. If you wanna be fly like me.
Did you have a crazy Black Friday as well then? Do you have a crazy Black Friday song?
Yes, sir.
Oh, them type of man there. I got to enter a draw in order to buy something. Before we do wrap up, one thing I want to ask you is, what do you want the listeners, and for those that are watching as well, what do you want them to take from Ling Hussle as an artist and as a person? What's the one thing you want them to take?
I feel like my main thing is my lyrics. I feel like I talk about things that are inspiring, motivational. I feel like if there's anything else, just listen to that for that purpose. You know what I mean? Try and be motivated by something.
100%. And what would you say as you as a person?
People don't know me, so they don't even know. They wouldn't know what I'm like as a person. You know what I mean? But
100%.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like my music tells it all. That's where I really let it all out. So that's how you would know the most about me. You wouldn't find out on Instagram or Twitter or anything. It's my music, really.
100%. I would tell everyone to follow you as well, because you do say the realness on there.
Yeah, a bit too much.
We don't mind it still. We definitely don't mind. How can everyone stay in contact with you, darling?
Instagram, Twitter. What else I got? That's it.
See, I might never say Snapchat, you know.
Yeah, because I don't really get on it. It's a boring app. I'm really about
worst,
to delete
isn't it?
It's whack.
Is it kind of it's a little man thing?
Yeah, it's childish.
Yeah. I just wanted confirmation to know
Yeah,
that.
it's childish. It's proper childish.
Yeah, 100%. Music-wise as well, what should we be shooting right now? You don't have to get the drop in it.
You need to listen before I drop any more music. Everyone needs to listen to everything that's already out. So go backtrack from 22 to Hustle and Dream to Spirit Soul to the Deluxe to my singles, and then we can
start talking about that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, WizKid FC, you know what you need to say. But before we do round up, please, can we get a round of applause for Ling Hussle every single time?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming down.
Of course.
We do want to end it with this one with Focus.
Yeah.
Right here on Rinse. Anything you want to say before we press play on this?
Shout out to you, my guy.
Hey, every single time. Let's get this straight into this. Ling Hussle with Focus right here on Rinse FM.
Intoxicated, got you open. All these demons, you just can't control them. You lost your thoughts, you lost your focus. You lost your mind and you don't know.